So it is early in the morning, Saturday morning. This is one of my favorite times to be out here. It's super peaceful and quiet, and I've got my cup of coffee, and you're not gonna see me because I am still in my jammies. But this is the part I really wanted to show you from last night. What I found, so let me see if I can, in the back area of my yard here, this one spot catches quite a bit of early morning sun. It's not, the sun comes over the fence, and it's not as shaded by my big trees as the rest of my yard. So I'm experimenting with a garden plot here. I had a ton of broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower seedlings. So what I did is I had put wood chips down all over this area in the spring, and it was already producing soil and looking beautiful under there. You can even just see where I raked it back, how much it was already just naturally composting on the ground. But this, I'm curious to see what this bed will do. So we have in here cauliflower, and then what I did is, just to help myself keep track of what was what, I planted a row of bunching onions in between each one. But what I really wanted to show you in here, I don't know if I can get it close enough, you can kind of see those little pellets. So I finally found some mushroom compost, and then I was really excited because at the same time I found some worm castings. So what I did, I scraped back to the native soil that was underneath the wood chips, and then I just poured on probably about 2 inches thick of mushroom compost. And then what I did is, when I dug the hole for the seedling, I actually dumped some worm castings in there, and then I cast some worm castings on top of the soil as well. So I'm thinking, hoping that between this nice sunny location and this great soil and the mushroom compost and the worm castings, hopefully we might get some really cool plants out here. Billy and I eat a lot of broccoli and cauliflower, not so much cabbage, but I'm interested to see how these brassicas do over here. So that's it for now. So I'm up early this morning checking on all my transplants that I did. I was transplanting until about 9 o'clock last night because I wanted to give them as much time as possible in the ground before it heated up today. So we've got cauliflower, purple cabbage, broccoli, some cucumbers, and this is actually this really cool pink Chinese pink celery. I tried transplanting it just to see, but the seeds and the seedlings are so small that it was really hard to take them out. So I just planted them right in their little paper tubes. Those should just disintegrate. We'll see how that goes. Some Swiss chard, some bunching onions, and then a while back I had planted some kind of free seeds that I'd gotten from Baker Creek with my order, and they just didn't get enough sun, so they really didn't do anything, but they're still there. So I just went ahead and put my pepino melon seedlings in there with them, just to see if they'll do anything. In this bed, I went ahead and took out the tomatoes. None of my tomatoes were producing, but these were especially kind of looking like they maybe had some blight, not doing so well. These, even though they're not producing, they're just so healthy and flowering. I just wasn't quite ready to give up on them yet. So, and since they're really kind of only taking up not quite 2 squares of my square foot bed, I decided to go ahead and leave them in. So we'll see what happens. And over here we have more cabbage, more broccoli, more pepino melons, and then I actually have my dragon's tongue bush beans over there. And I already had this jalapeno in here, so got a jalapeno ready to pick and a bunch of flowers, so he's starting to do really well. And then some basil. And that's it as far as transplants here inside. I am going to, I've got a couple of pots in here that I've decided I'm going to put some of my berry. I just think it would be so cool to walk out here and be able to harvest some blueberries. I've got some goji berry seedlings, and I'm told they won't grow here, but I do have some huckleberry seedlings, so I'm going to try.